thought it was supposed to be grim up north. It's actually sunny and warm. But we are quite up north, aren't we? Any further, I'd have been packing a kilt and a sporran, but we're in Driffield, wherever the fuck that is. It took us 3 hours to get here. We did stop off for a breakfast.
It was a long drive.
4 hours, yeah.
Very long drive.
Because we stopped for breakfast, then we stopped off for coffee. Where are we? And what are we doing here? We're visiting Marky Sparky's Apprentice 121.
Magic.
Inside with the man himself, Marky Sparky, who's put all this together. I'm very impressed, mate. This is quite the venue you've got going on here.
We have been making a big effort to get this fit for purpose.
Been on it for some time, haven't you?
We have, yeah. So we moved into here in May, and it's now October, nearly November, and we're finally ready to open our doors. I'm very grateful you come along to see us today and help us a bit with that as well.
Well, always happy to support the worthy causes. Even though it was 26 Celsius and sunny in Leamington Spa, I've driven 3 hours up north for this, and
just nothing but rain.
It's grim up north, mate. But thanks for that. You couldn't relocate a bit further south, could you?
We could give it a whirl. We never know as we expand. Maybe come down to Leamington Spa.
Yeah, that could be the next place to open up a centre, and then I can get a job there and not have to do any of this anymore.
Yeah, we can do training in association with David Savoury. Why not?
Yeah, well, I was thinking more of a janitorial role or something like that. But tell us what you're going to be doing. You just got your EAL accreditation, I believe.
We did, so that was yesterday. We've been dreading it, to be honest, but it was painless, and we can now run most level 3 training courses for electricians, but we're going to start with solar PV, the battery storage and the electric vehicle charging courses, and then expand on those towards the September time next year into apprenticeships and level 2 and level 3 full-time training options.
And of course I should say that where we are, we're in Driffield, aren't we?
Yes, which is East Yorkshire, between
wherever that is.
Between Hull and York, they're the two main cities.
So yes, if you're looking to do solar or battery courses, or if you are perhaps looking to be on the Apprentice programme from next year, then this could be the place, couldn't it? You're running it in conjunction with...
So there's East Riding Training, who have looked after our apprentices over the years in the day job, and we've got a little link up brewing with those guys, so hopefully that's going to be online and public in the future. For the minute it's not quite ready, but we will be there.
Do I not say
that?
No,
you can say that, but it'll be September next year before that's officially accessible to people coming through the door.
You're putting in some bays along here, I understand.
Yeah, so for the level 2 and level 3 courses, you have to have bays for people to work in. And we don't have those currently, so there's going to be walls going up here with bays leading off them.
It's a rare thing to see in a training environment, so get in while you can is protective devices that haven't been absolutely fucked.
This is it.
Years worth of people bashing them about with screwdrivers.
They have the terminals undone and fastened up that many times, they're not going to last forever, but fortunately we are well supported by Proteus, and fingers crossed they'll keep sending us these breakers in and we can keep destroying them. It's like how it goes, isn't it?
Obviously you've got Proteus and TIS giving you some support here.
Yes.
Have you had any other worthy supporters?
Yes, we have. So Solartricity, who've helped us out with some solar equipment for the building. We've got an inverter system over there, which they've kindly provided to us, and they're also helping out with some solar panels that are going up on the roof space as well. So we're very fortunate to have that, and we're trying to help provide that to other training providers as well. So these guys are actively trying to support training in the UK. So it's not just defined to us. So if you're a training centre and you're after a bit of support, get in touch because we may be able to help with that as well. This is like one of the newer systems to the market, so we're trying to have that in the centre as well. We don't want to have just older equipment, because that's one of the things that you find, certainly I found doing training in other places, that the gear might be 20 years old sometimes.
It's so fast moving, isn't it, the world of renewables and EV charging and that kind of stuff, and even dinosaurs like me who were doing it, I was doing PV over 10 years ago, EV 5 years ago, whatever. It's a different landscape, and yes, there's nothing I've got the patience to keep up with.
Yeah. One of the things we're trying to do is get installers actively involved with what we're doing as well, like a community centre vibe. So Sam, who's over there now, coming in and delivering a bit of the training at the end of the courses, so we're able to pass that on to other people coming into the industry as well, because you don't get shown how to fit panels on a roof in your course. So I want to do bits and pieces of that in here too.
Yes, I always found that was always one of my criticisms of things like the City and Guild C365, was that there was an awful lot of drawing triangles and working out Pythagoras theorem, and not a lot of actual real world, here's what you're going to see in the real world. So I remember donating some things to my college while I was sitting some course. I pulled out, for example, a pristine VS3036 board and said, do you want this? Because you can show people, what's out there, what they're still going to come across, where we came from.
Yeah.
And they didn't seem particularly interested. The guy stuck it in the front of the classroom. God knows if it's still there. It's probably long since thrown out. But it was just, there's no sort of talk about things like, here's what an RCD does, and why you would use one, and how you would fault find on them. There's nothing like that when I was there. But there's an awful lot of mathematical nonsense that not many people are going to ever bother with.
This is it, like the accredited training that you have to deliver to satisfy the course isn't really often what we want on there as installers, so we want to package that in with what we're doing as well. Part of that is with the kit, another part in the theory side around stuff that maybe isn't explained in the way that you've just described with these new funky heat pump RCDs that are on the market. And yeah, we all know what the views around those are, and AFDDs and such as well, and how that might integrate or not with this stuff. So we want to try and teach elements of that in this space too. But yeah, it's a difficult one because obviously it's time out of your job to come and do the training, and if it's a 3-day course somewhere else and we're saying we want 4 days of your time to do it here, that's the hard sell we've got. It's not actually going to cost any more, the pricing's the same, but it's the time off work. So we're trying to showcase the value
you're getting
coming
something
to
for
us to
that
do
time,
that. Yeah, exactly that.
It's all very well getting the qualification in the shortest time possible so you can get back on the tools, but there's often some very important elements missing from that.
Yeah,
so that extra time can bring in and introduce you to it.
Yeah, so if we're going to have a full working roof system, there's a little one over there already, but there's a much bigger one going up, where you can come in and start climbing around a roof, lugging solar panels about, mounting rail both in and on roof as well. So you get all of that through the course of the training here, which you're not getting anywhere else. No one else is doing that. And that's one of the things that we found coming into this industry fresh 2 or 3 years ago, that if it wasn't for other installers offering to help us out, we probably wouldn't have ever made it, to be honest. So we're trying to do that in a simulated training space, and we'll see how it works. Fingers crossed it's well received and people value it, but time will tell, won't it?
I know, I hope it's not shit, mate.
No, this is it, that's the worry. If people don't come, then the place won't stay open at the end of the day, so we're relying on guys and girls out in industry wanting to come and train with us. So we're trying to make it as good as we can. We're on a limited budget, despite the generous support from the likes of TIS and Proteus.
Yeah.
We're getting there. I think it's a pretty good facility, and hopefully it does a decent job.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those where, especially if you're local, you're kind of mad not to. It reminds me like of what Tresham College had. They had some of the best people in the industry teaching, and they never took advantage of that. And of course, your old Gaz and Joe, they buggered off. If you've got that sort of support, that facility locally, well, I'd be mad not to make use of it. If you're in the north,
yeah, come along.
Up to the north, then it's right here.
Yeah.
Should we go and have a look at your classrooms?
Yes, let's go and have a look.
Here we are, upstairs.
Hi.
Look at these tidy classrooms.
Tidy and fresh.
Yeah, there's no vandalism yet. There's no chewing gum under the desks.
No graffiti or drawings of male appenditure.
I might stick the odd penis on a table myself before I go.
So yeah, this is a room where we've got space for 10 people to come in. That's kind of what we're aiming for on every course. We're running about 10. And this is just really for the theory side, for the lecturer to run through. The usual PowerPoints we're all made to sit through. They're unavoidable. So we've got a nice big screen up there and a comfortable environment to learn in.
Yeah, excellent stuff.
There's a little exam room just across the corridor as well, which is a similar sort of setup. We've got some specific rules from our friends at EAL that we have to stick to.
Yes, this will be the exam room. Where's the naughty boy room where you stick the...
Oh, that's in the server room with the brooms. So those disapproving of our lecturer get shut in there. So when Mr. Blatant is here delivering his courses, you may find yourself locked in the broom cupboard.
Oh, you're not going to get that gobshite in,
I'm afraid so. We're stuck with him. We have a little podcasting recording area as well, because obviously we do a bit of chatting on the old internet with some of these shows. So if anybody fancies it while they're visiting us, we can always do bits and pieces for that as well.
You're a man of multiple channels these days, of course, aren't you? What are they all?
That's it. There's the Apprentice 1-to-1 channel, which is what this base is all about. But there's the Renewables podcast with Sam as well. And then my own musings on Marky Sparky. I listen, looking at solar installs largely these days, because that's all we seem to do.
All linked in the description.
Yes, thank you very much. Like and subscribe. So
Yeah.
Someone needs to overtake that tearaway Mr. Bundy at some stage.
Oh, here we go. Look at them.
Who the fuck are you?
Well, they've already broken into the sausage rolls and sandwiches, the bastards.
No, they was open for us.
It's only bloody Dave Saber.
Some worst accent like Driffield! What was that? The people walk backwards in
This is the lecture, everybody.
Come to Driffield and smell our fumes.
Big star, Pit Driffield I've got. What's in Driffield that makes me laugh is every time I come through wet one.
Oh, God.
It's nice to see some industrial support for Marky Sparky in his venture as well. We've got Proteus here. We've got Chris from Proteus.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Showing off some wares, some bling, including some stuff we have seen before. You installed one of these, didn't you, just last month? We made a video about that. I don't think we've actually edited that into place yet. Yeah, I must get that done. But I was quite intrigued by this little all-in-one box of tricks that you've got going on here. This looks like your easy EV solution.
PV.
PV.
But it can't. PV, EV, it's all.
I couldn't even spell EV.
But I'm glad you mentioned that because it can be used for EV as well. So what we've got here is we've taken our recently launched new consumer unit, which you've very kindly taken recently and installed.
You just installed, yeah.
Hopefully went very well. Yep.
So we think so. We think it's still on the wall
Yeah.
and it hasn't burnt the house down. But the homeowner might be dead for all we know. We just haven't heard.
I'll just wait for the edit and see your review on that one. Yeah, so we've got our newly launched consumer unit. I say newly, January it was this year. So
Was it that long ago?
yeah, going very, very well. So what we've done is we've taken our newly launched consumer unit, which has got all existing features and benefits of removable doors. So nice slender looking unit. It's got the soft curves, nice edges once you get inside here. Key feature for ourselves, which I think is incredibly important, and hopefully that homeowner isn't dead, because what we have got here is the dual screw terminal on the isolator with a cylindrical barrel. So normally what happens there is you get a round cable, put it into a square hole and squish it down. So it makes sense, right, to keep that round cable, round hole, put it in there, clamp it down, it remains round, not square anymore. So we've actually got that patent.
Square pegs and round holes all the other way.
Absolutely. So we've got a patent on that unit, which basically, in that combination of dual screw and round hole together, you won't see that in any other brand other than Proteus.
Wow, the things you can patent, eh? We're going to change from square to round, and no other fucker can copy us.
So you can go cylindrical with one screw, you can go two screws with square, but you can't put the two together. So yeah, it was actually an M2 patent which we've carried over to the Proteus side. So yeah,
Am I right in saying M2 have exited or are exiting the consumer units or the protective devices arena? Because they obviously they're doing the accessories still, aren't they?
Yes. Yeah, so M2 was always a specification brand. So local authorities, housing associations, and it would just follow suited with the wiring accessories, so you had a full turnkey solution. I'll be completely honest, that market isn't sort of booming at the moment in terms of, right, well, we can keep the consumer unit and the wiring accessories the same brand. The Proteus as a brand now is doing really well. So to mix brands with Proteus consumer units and M2 wiring accessories, because we all drop under the same umbrella.
Yeah, this is it.
It's
It
sort
always
of
seemed a bit strange. I think my local CF manager was always a bit annoyed that having to try and keep the shelf space for two often very similar products.
Yeah, so we're not exiting as such, because there's still specifications out there, so we'll always look after existing clients. Again, we don't want to be problematic to people. So if somebody comes on and wants an M2 RCB or MCB, it's still got to be available, right?
Yeah.
So we're not like bigger brands where we just discontinue product and you say, okay, I've got a spare way in this consumer unit.
Yeah, why, Lex, you assholes.
Can I have one of these, please? And we go, unfortunately, that's discontinued. Would you like to take yourself to eBay, or would you like a brand new consumer unit instead? So we're trying to avoid that. We want to be able to say, right, if you've got a spare way, you can still go to your local wholesaler and, in excess of, just short of 400 branches across the UK stocking all our product. Bit of a salesman pitch there. But
there you go. Yeah,
there we go.
But let's take a look at this.
Yeah.
This is not EV.
So this is our PV unit. So if we remove that door there, so we might be able to see it a little
We
bit
didn't know that
better.
door was removable, did we? So
We
were struggling on site with the lid keep trying to. You came up with a magnetic solution, didn't you?
I made a magnet with two ends and
Right.
covered, so it's covered with little cloth bags.
So it didn't scratch?
So it didn't scratch the customer.
Oh, really?
But
You must have been watching Luden.
We do have some Luden magnets. They don't work on Proteus consumer units. Yeah, Luden.
But the problem with Dave is that he doesn't read the instructions. He's a bloke, okay? Blokes do not, and there's no time for me to read the instructions. He'll just say to me, get on the
We've wound her up now and off she goes.
Puts that piece of paper aside. We don't need to. We know what we're doing, and Dave just piles in and does it. So we miss all the features.
Yeah.
I'll come back after this rant.
I've finished, Dave. I've finished. I've said my bit.
So you haven't got time to read instructions,
I'm
and you're a
allowed to.
bloke, so you don't read instructions.
Yes. You, and
Well,
Or ask for directions.
Yeah.
oh my God! Don't mention London.
Well, I won't because
I feel
otherwise
intrigued
it's
now.
pretty open
Yeah,
even.
yeah. How much memory you got on that thing?
it's running out fast. Along with my patience, mate.
Yeah, so what we've got here, so if you look at a stereotypical domestic PV installation, what you would normally have is some form of consumer unit. So whether it be, this size, a little bit smaller, different shapes, different colours. You'll have a consumer unit with an isolator, surge protection device, hopefully. And then also a RCBO for your outgoing circuit, for your inverter.
But this looks like a nice one-stop solution because one of the problems you have, of course, you've got to put in the AC isolator, you've got to put in the meter, and a lot of the meters, your standard meters on the market are made for tails to go in, aren't they? So
I don't know if Mark's got a setup round here, has he?
Maybe. Well,
Shall we have a look?
We can apprentice one-to-one the ass out of this.
Yeah, let's have a wander around this building. N-light meter? Oh, well, really, that one.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing where you have to put some kind of trunking solution or adaptable box or something.
This is our old style consumer unit, so pre-relaunch. So, as I mentioned, we have isolator, 40 amp supply, because it's designated by inverter sides, right? Naughty Mark, no SPD. Oh, but he has got a DC SPD, so we might have to pull him up on that one. So that unit will then go to your AC isolator, your meter. He has got a DC SPD in that one. But when you start to look at a configuration, yes, this is glorified because it's a training facility, but fundamentally an installation will be this board with your isolator, with your meter, all just nice and tidy up here. You might put a nice little bit of trunking in, or you might just bosh it all together to try and keep it nice and tight.
We've been boshers in the past.
So no longer you need to bosh, because we'll do the boshing for you, and that's where we take this isolator, this meter, which is MID certified and MCS certified, and said consumer unit.
Now in white and not in nicotine brown anymore.
Yeah, that's dust. I think you'll find very dusty at a Apprentice 121.
Well, then you've got some cleaning staff in it.
It reminds me a bit of everything in your van. Every piece of equipment applied to your van.
Oh yeah, it's filthy. Yeah, the van's terrible.
So if we now jump back to our brand new white unit, not covered in dust, we've still got the isolator, we've now included the SPD, we've got the RCBO. So everything you're seeing here is what we've seen in that board. We now take the rotary isolator and include it in the board. So 3-pole rotary isolator in a lockable position as well, so it ticks that box. And then we also get rid of the N-light meter, or the relay meter for generation, and we include that.
Yeah, I think that's a really sweet solution.
So
It's a shame I don't do PV anymore, but if I did, I'd be buying that.
yeah, but if you do EV and PV, then also what we've got inside here is we have a buzz bar up to this blank. So if your customer does want PV and EV, all you need to do is slide that blank out and then take a 40 amp, or depending on size, double pole bidirectional RCBO, slide that in there and it's now a PV EV.
Okay, future proofing.
Yeah. Then if you've got customers that look at air source heat pumps, probably not looking at this unit here, and we're going to sort of a custom build. This is really an off-the-shelf solution, which is available from 16 amp, 20 amp, 32 amp in metal for inside, yeah. And then if you want to go and install it outside, still same ampages, 16, 20 and 32, but that'll come in a plastic IP65 rated enclosure. So they're all standard off-the-shelf from Proteus, not necessarily off the shelf from CF at the moment.
I see.
But if your local CF reached out to us for one of these units, we can deliver next day.
There you go, the hard sell from Proteus. If you're in the EV or even the PV markets, or just EV or even EV. Which we're not.
Or even three-phase switchgear up to 2,500 amp.
Somebody's just dropped their guts right next to Jamie.
He talks so much. He doesn't even take a breath, so you can't smell it.
Where's the angle? That's what I was going to say. How are we measuring the 90?
Do you smell gas?
Oh man.
This is Liam on the TIS stand.
Hello.
Linda's already bagged herself a woolly hat.
And now I'm looking at my Christmas catalogue.
Yes,
We
yes.
just need to fold a few more of those corners over so we know you're going to come back shopping at Christmas time.
He'll be picking up the tail.
I think we're fairly well featured
I'm
in
choosing
test
my
equipment,
Christmas
including
present.
in
Christmas present.
TIS stuff. Yes, yes.
You carry on.
Yes, this is the TIS 8000, so this is our 200 amp open jaw clamp meter.
With non-contact detection.
That's right, yeah.
And continuity, single pole.
Yeah, single pole, yeah.
Detection.
Yeah, 1500 volt
diode
DC as well.
frequency, Yes, yes, it's all in there. I was asking you earlier about the TIS 570 because I've got one of those. That's very good, very well respected clamp meter.
yeah.
I thought that might have been discontinued, but that's still going.
No, very much so.
And
Yeah,
it's selling out, I imagine. Then.
Yeah, we do very well with
That's
it.
why I can't find one.
I think the sort of unique feature of the fact that it's an earth leakage clamp meter with DC earth leakage measurement capacity is a big selling point for us. It was a ECN product of the year winner as well in previous years.
I say.
Yeah, so it continues to be a popular offering that we do. Yeah.
And then this looks very industrial. I kind of want one of those just to look the part, even though
Yeah,
I
so-
probably
The
wouldn't
big
know.
boy. The big boy tool.
So it's a 1000 amp AC and DC clamp meter, but it does form part of our TIS PV2 kit bundle that we do, which comes with our handheld irradiance meter, the TIS PV1, and the MC4 leads as well. So yeah, we found that people maybe dipping the toe into the renewables market, whether you guys do that in future or not, I
We
don't
avoid
know.
it like the plague.
But yeah, some people maybe start out with a smaller sort of entry level kit such as that, and then maybe progress to some of the more sophisticated and the high spec PV test equipment that we do offer.
It's nice to see you supporting old Marky Sparky and his Apprentice
absolutely.
1-to-1 venture as well. So what are you providing some of the test equipment that's being used on this?
Well, we're very lucky if you look around the site here, and obviously the test rigs that Mark's got hooked up, a lot of the equipment that he has on offer that he uses is our kit. We're very fortunate that he's keen to do product reviews. The big one is showcasing how to use it as well, because I think with a lot of newer equipment that comes out, there's maybe a fear of the unknown. Sometimes people like the tried and the tested and what they've used.
Everything's gone colour screen and a little more technical than it perhaps was.
Yeah.
But I've always said that getting into training establishments is great for like test equipment manufacturers.
Well, absolutely. For us, it's brand awareness, and if newly trained electricians are getting familiar with the brand and actually hands-on with the equipment, it's a win-win for us. So to support Mark with this venture is absolutely no-brainer. Mark does a wonderful job of doing the demo videos on our equipment, because in a lot of cases we can send a link on that Mark has kindly created for us, and it to an end user, and it does the trick. So
it just works. I remember when I started training, the place I was at had Mega 15 series, and I was like, well, that's what I need then, isn't it? And I went straight out and bought one.
Yeah.
But that kind of thing, that works.
I don't know if you've seen the training aids. We've got a number of the safe isolation sort of training aids posted up on the wall here as well. So they've been really popular with the 12 steps of safe isolation. So that's been a big success for us in terms of offering that as a training aid or a learning aid to students. And then to accompany it, we have
to Mark's place and get your aids.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then obviously the safe isolation can lock off components themselves. We do them in kit bundles or individual. So at the minute there's been quite a push on safe isolation. It was Safe Isolation September. That was there was quite a strong focus on making
safe
sure.
Safe isolation is just a bit of electrical tape over the breaker.
Well, absolutely, yeah. Well, unfortunately, there's still an element of that in situ. But no, we certainly promote and push it as much as we can, and we're finding that we literally cannot have enough of these individual lock-off components. We do, like I said, sell them as a kit, but we sell loads of them.
I think I have mine. It's mine TAs. Came with a red fanny pack, bomb belt.
Yeah, we do a bum bag with our TISB kit, which is our basic lock-off kit, and then we do a red bag as a holder with multiple components in.
That's who mine is from, hey?
One last question.
Yeah.
The MFT Pro.
Sure, yeah.
What's the plus? I've not seen the plus before.
It's a question we do get asked a lot. So the difference between I assume you're familiar with the MFT Pro and the MFT
I've got the
Pro
original
Plus.
MFT Pros.
Yeah, so you're obviously aware of the resistive touchscreen. So if you scroll through the menu settings, there is one additional menu offering on there, which is the blue box there, the earth resistance. So it just offers you the earth resistance testing.
Oh, of course,
feature.
yes. You've got the extra port at the back there.
So that is the difference between the MFT Pro and the MFT Pro Plus. We are finding a number of electricians are choosing to kind of future-proof and choose the Pro Plus option, just in case they want to have the capability to do some earth spike testing in the future. So.
Well, super. Well, thank you very much for your
No problem
time,
at all.
and,
My pleasure.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, my pleasure to meet you.
Supporting such a worthy venture.
Absolutely, it was a no-brainer for us. So thank you very much.
Let's see if Dan from DMH can give us a 90 degree. I think you might have actually got it.
Let's put the square of truth in.
How much are you
I think that was pretty close.
I think that's pretty spot on.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
That's the standard.
That's the standard. No, you've got to see if you can beat the 90.
Fucking piss on the 90s. Get a tape measure and a pen. I'll make you a sledge.
A sledge.
I've had to go to 90.
Have you ever made a sledge? A bit of wire. I've done
90.
No, you can't bend it how you think because you won't get it to the bender. You've got to get the old thing to the bender.
Have you got to start from the middle and work your way the
See,
other way?
you'd get stuck in the bender then. You won't get out of the bender.
I've never been stuck in a bender in my life.
You won't. You see later.
Well, you're in Driffield now, mate. It's nice to watch a professional in action. If only there were one. The face of concentration. That was farting.
I've gone wrong. I've gone wrong, but I can rescue it. Used to get tomatoes as an apprentice to get your fucking wings, basically. But I've done it for like 20 years. And I've gone wrong. But
It'll still meet up, won't it? It just won't be in the middle.
it just won't be in the middle, I think. But anyway, you have to. The trick is not the bending. The trick is knowing how to bend it, which I forgot. I actually worked it out last year because I did a video saying, can anyone do it? I've gone wrong, little bastard.
Wah, wah.
I've gone double wrong. But anyway. I will do it. I keep it to get some do it. So
You say you got a video on it?
I've done a video, can you make the sledge, right? So I did the video last year, at the start of the year. So I gave everyone a year to do it, no one's done it. But I can't remember where I've gone wrong. Anyway, they should meet up bang on, and then you put that bend in, that bend in, but I think you leave that bend out till the end so you can get it in and out. If anyone watches this, if it's on your YouTube, and
Who knows if this
if any old school sports watch this, they don't have to, but yeah, I can't remember what to say.
desperation will ever get published.
I feel like I need to make it to a sledge now. See, stuck in the bend now. I've done wrong, there's too much pressure, but I will do it on the video.
You know what you should do? Just leave that and run away and let Mark figure out how the fuck he's going to get it out.
I've got so wrong.
Jamie Blayton, full of shit. Don't look at his channel.
Absolutely full of shit, but I'm not mistaken.
Oh, he's persevering still.
I remember the trick. So when you do it for real, you have to take out the form. It's coming back to me now. You have to take the form out when you do it for real. You have to bend it the right way originally, and you have to take out the form.
Jamie Blayton's demonstration on how to ruin a perfectly serviceable 3 metre length of conduit.
No, it's not. So the problem is I've made this long when this should be long, but that's the shape. And then once you've finished it off, it should all be right, and those bits should meet up absolutely cock on like that. So that is not bad for say for 20 years, but these bends should be here, so it looks like a sledge.
What a
But I
prick.
got it in and out, so it's not that bad. It's not that bad for practice. That is a plant pot holder. Okay. Not quite.
Mender. Right, I've been a bit sneaky. Look,
Oh, we actually, there's nothing.
I've got out some stickers and I stuck one up there. The only trouble is it's the old branding. I've slapped a couple of mystery stickers around for Mark's delight so that he can. What the fuck's that? In his northern way. Shame it's the old branding, never mind. I think it's time we hit the road. It's been an interesting day, hasn't it? Seeing Mark's very impressive space. in this very impressive place. There's a few reprobates still hanging around, waiting for the free bar to start. I think we might have been conned on the free bar. I don't think there's one here. It's the only reason we came, wasn't it? Right, we're out of here. So long.